Delegate Lingering out there? He was, and Delegate Harris. He was right over there.
Mr. Chairman, I heard him now, he said, yeah, and I think I'm clarified that.
Second. The move is second that we adopt the amendment, let's just substitute for House Bill, that's it, 1945, all in favor, aye. Opposed, substitute for fully.
What Delegate Peace's bill does is it expands the definition of adult exploitation, and in doing so, he negated the fiscal impact by just referencing the population that would normally be served by adult protective services. So when he did that, the fiscal impact was eliminated.
Second to report, House Bill 1945, the amendment and nature substitute. Everybody ready to vote? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That one is recommended to be reported to the full committee. Next. Okay. Yeah. We need Lingham, Falco, and Heritage. That would be usually good, but not usually.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Delegate Heritage, you're up.
Thank you, Mr.
And
Chairman.
his bill is House Bill 2331.
Mr. Chairman, 2331 is one of the series of bills that has been introduced this year to try to deal with some of the problems in the regional jails that we have, which resulted in the unfortunate death of an individual last year. Mr. Chairman, as I understand it, the 2331 is amended would simply require the community service boards for all of the localities participating in a regional jail to coordinate their efforts and to make sure that under their memorandum of understanding that everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. I note that the fiscal impact statement that I had was basically premised on the original bill prior to amendment. I have not seen a subsequent impact statement following the amendment, and I would suggest to the committee that the new financial impact statement, if there were to be one, would be minimal, if anything, because all this bill really requires the CSBs to do is to talk to one another. So they have an existing memorandum of understanding that's supposed to define their respective roles. I can't believe, Mr. Chairman, at the end of the day that they would need much more than a pizza to get together and talk about making sure that they're covering the bases with respect to the inmates they have at a regional jail. I realize there is no updated impact statement, at least that I have. The one that is currently out shows that there would be an $85,000 impact. I think that's based upon the original bill prior to amendment. I would ask, Mr. Chairman, if the subcommittee would consider. Okay. And I'm advised, Mr. Chairman, that Dr. Schaefer from the Virginia Department of Behavioral Health Care and Developmental Services is here to testify with concerning the issue of the impact, if the committee would hear from you. Thank you.
Michael Schaefer, Assistant Commissioner for Forensic Services, the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Services. As you're well aware, the Department of Planning and Budget issues the fiscal impact statements, but they base that on the information we provide. With the amendments that Delegate Herrick and we all worked out, it appears the fiscal impact is negated.
Just to be clear, you all can take on the duties of this substitute bill without any additional resources.
That is my opinion, yes. Sorry, go bad now.
Bailiff, and
Maybe the members of the subcommittee on HWI can tell us, but what negated the fiscal impact? Because what staff is showing us based on the fiscal impact is we're talking $1.7 million each year.
The way the bill was originally drafted, it would have required CSBs who participated in the regional jail to send pre-screeners to the regional jail whenever an individual in the jail is mentally ill and showing signs of their need of inpatient hospitalization. We did a calculation on how many regional jails there were and how many CSBs participated in each of those regional jails. And we came up with the data that there were 19 CSBs that would have been impacted, meaning 19 CSBs would have not only had to provide pre-screening in their own jurisdiction, but send the pre-screener to another jurisdiction in cases where an inmate in jail required inpatient hospitalization. We estimated 1 FTE per CSB to cover that because in some jurisdictions there's only one pre-screener on at a time, and so in order to provide adequate coverage in the home jurisdiction, along as with the regional jail, we wanted more FTEs.
Mr. Chairman, I understand what the fiscal impact statement says. My question was, and we're trying to do this very quickly because the full committee's waiting on us. I wanted to know is what amendment negated the need for the funding? And maybe you or Delegate Herrick can tell me, but I'm not on HWI, so I've got to figure that out.
The amendment was we removed the requirement that the CSBs provide pre-screening coverage, and rather now they have to just review the memorandum of understanding, make sure there's communication and coordination